All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Jodi there.
And if you're seeing this right now at the beginning of our video, that means that we had recorded an entire reaction to an entire episode, the first episode of the first season of Taskmaster. We appreciate all the requests for us to do so, but I have had an impossible time trying just to get it on the channel. A lot of copyright issues, and I think I said that when we first recorded that first part. So here's our attempt at editing this, recording a new introduction, and we're just going to do task by task, and we'll still post these on our channel in consecutive days. There's 4 total tasks if you include the ending task. It's all going to be the same episode. If there's parts that we had to cut out of the video, it's because we had to cut it out, but we watched the entire episode in originally 3 different parts. So this first part, we're reacting to which task, Jodi?
The watermelon one.
And this is where they had to eat a watermelon
in 1
or
minute.
eat as
Who
much.
could eat the most amount of watermelon in 1 minute?
60 seconds for crying out loud. So we're going to go ahead and show you our reaction to this. If you like our reaction, please don't forget to
like and subscribe.
Like this. Josh Widdicombe in last place, Tim Key in first place.
On with the next task, the first task proper. This took place in my lab at my Taskmaster retreat, and for good reason.
So,
I'll be honest, it feels a bit kinky.
jeez.
there used to be a guy in my village who used to wear one of these.
Is this my task?
I'm gonna laugh
I
that
feel
they
like I'm
didn't
back at
have to
school
get
in
dressed
science
up at all.
lessons.
Seriously.
I really need my reading goggles.
In the lab, there was a watermelon.
Eat as much watermelon as possible.
You have 1 minute. Your time starts when you open the door to the lab.
I'm allergic to watermelon.
No, you're not.
Frustrating as I just ate one in my dressing room.
Oh my god!
I love watermelon. I'm a big fan of it. But, you know, I'm sure it was going to be ruined by this experience.
Yeah.
If you're in any doubt about the tone of this show, now you know. There's 5 comedians being forced to eat as much watermelon as they can whilst wearing a white boiler suit. Josh, we're going to see you first. Are you a melon fan?
Yeah, you know, fine, 7 out of 10. It's quite a strange question, isn't it?
Let's have a look at Josh's attempt. Bearing in mind, the task is to eat as much watermelon as you can in the time allowed.
1 minute.
Well, OK, so I'm worried I'm going to get in there and there's going to be a watermelon sitting on a table. So I need some kind of carving knife or knife.
Smart. Wow, it's a good knife. You just like cut that sucker open.
It's just 1 minute. This is so weird.
So weird. But that's exactly what I would do.
What if I'm like, what if it's not as ripe enough for me? I'm very particular with my watermelon.
I mean, I don't know how you do better than that.
That's what I would do.
I'll show you afterwards if you like. You know, I was impressed that you used implements, but I didn't think there was much sense of urgency there. I've seen my grandmother eating melon, and it seemed a similar sort of pace.
I've seen your grandmother
You've seen
eating
my
melon.
grandmother eating melon, right? Yeah, well, she loved it. You know, you were just nibbling
I said
away
I
at
quite like melon. There's the proof. I thought I'd done well.
That was
I'll be
wired.
honest with you, I think you've slowed down the footage. I wouldn't put it past you.
No, you did all right. You ate, in 1 minute, you ate 218 grams of watermelon. That's the equivalent of sort of 10 mice. If you want to imagine that. Like eating...
That's pretty good.
It's good. It's all right.
I love his attitude.
Just to calm you down a little bit, any antagonism between you and I over this issue, it's all scripted. See the master, Frank Skinner.
OK, here we go.
Oh!
Jeez, I love it. That was like a gangster right there.
Not so much scope for banter.
God. He is not hungry at all.
But you said he had eaten me.
Yeah.
Before we get on to that amazing technique, I mean, there's a lot of ageist references to Frank being the oldest member of the panel. I want you to have a look at Frank in a white boiler suit because we're of the opinion that he looks 12 years of age. Can I clear any melon up for you, sir? Frank, such an impressive start.
Yeah, well, I'd forgotten my watermelon scissors.
Nice.
Well, the truth is, it had not occurred to me that it would be a bright idea to get a knife or anything like that. I was prepared to tangle with it.
I would
from
not
the
have
off.
assumed
My
that.
feeling is that Frank probably gobbled a lot more melon than Josh Widdicombe.
No, not at all. No, he ate 179 grams. That's the equivalent of 9 mice or 10 smaller mice, but less.
I don't like
Less,
the mice
just less.
equivalent.
Wow.
And the tools helped.
Who's next?
Roisin Comedy.
Let's see how Conity handled the melon.
Time starts right when you...
It said that right when you walk
I
in.
need a thing. I need some sort of hammer. Can I get a hammer? A knife? Can I go and get? Should I go and get it?
I would.
Yep, that would be me right
Is there
there.
any of this? No.
Got 36 seconds, Roisin.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Bigger one. A bigger one.
Oh gosh, it's over.
This straw. This straw.
She's gonna come back and time me out. Oh my gosh. Don't run with a knife, but yeah, right.
You got 14 seconds.
Oh, it's stuck. It's gonna be stuck. Oh no, okay.
I've always wanted to do this. It's such a shame.
That was horrible. That would be me though, because I would assume there'd be a knife in there. It would have been opened up.
I mean, I just grazed it. Oh.
I've got so many questions. I guess my first question is, you knew before you went into that room that the challenge was to eat as much melon as possible, and yet your reaction to seeing a melon on the table was, oh, oh, clever twist.
I thought it was going to be pre-prepared melon. I didn't think I had to cut a watermelon. I thought it was going to be like a massive bowl of melon and just keep eating. Like a melon buffet. So when I thought that was like a melon buffet, that's not a thing.
How many seconds had passed before Roisin started to eat melon?
54 seconds.
54 seconds. I don't want to be negative, but I have eaten that much melon by walking past a fruit stand. How much melon did Roisin Conity eat?
I put it in Rolos. She ate 1 Rolo, 9 grams.
I know we're all having fun, but this thing is funded by adverts, so we've got to stop for a while. So you see.
Funded by fun.
Welcome back.
That was fast.
Welcome back to Taskmaster. If you've just joined us, you've missed some comedians either eating or not eating a watermelon. Who are we seeing next?
We're going to see Romesh and Tim together. I've grouped them, and you'll see why.
Yes! Oh my gosh, like a murderer.
How do you even calculate that? It's everywhere.
No! Yeah, how do you measure that? All that juice. Them savages!
It's only 30 seconds. Oh my gosh.
They are crazy!
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, 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 oh. He just obliterated that thing!
If I throw up, will you weigh it? Okay.
Oh, 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 oh.
Gosh. Don't throw up. Don't show us. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, a little bit.
Real fun.
Yeah. No. Wow.
amazing how far we've come from Josh Widdicombe gently spooning melon into his mouth to two psychopaths.
Oh, you threw it on the floor.
I mean,
You have to eat on the floor.
that's my first question to you. There was clearly a table in front of you. Why did you throw it on the floor?
Well, I knew it wasn't going to be like a melon buffet. I knew it was going to be a whole watermelon, but I just didn't realise that a watermelon was that soft. Like, I thought, in my head, it was like rock hard. And then when I threw it, I was like, holy, that is...
Serious power.
That has gone everywhere. It was a genuine surprise to me. I just hadn't anticipated the watermelon was like that. I just built it up in my head like so. I was just I'm gonna have to really smash into this.
Yes, you did.
And I was like, oh.
He's
God,
never
that's
dropped a
gone so
watermelon
bad.
coming home from the
All you
supermarket.
can eat buffet, just kicking the out of everyone.
That was awesome.
Tim, how do you? I mean, really powerful start.
You'll have recognised the technique.
Oh, I love the technique.
It's your grandmother's technique.
Oh, God. it's what she's evolved.
She wrote the book on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, well, you know, it's a minute, it's a watermelon. It's got to be grandmother technique. Smash it and eat it.
Can I just say, I genuinely thought I was going to die. Like, basically, when the whistle went, my throat was full of watermelon, and then my body just went, let's try and get that down, shall we? And then I started like. It was a weird situation because I had this bit of watermelon in my throat.
Quite a weird situation, wasn't it?
But it was
Slightly surreal.
It was really big, and I kept trying to swallow, and my body made I just went like it was horrendous.
My instinct is that Tim Key probably gobbled the most melon there because of the vomiting.
I asked whether it counts if you vomit, do you weigh the vomit? And you said no. That's why I didn't vomit.
I think when the whistle goes, if the melon's still inside you, it counts.
Oh, thank God for that. Because I think I produced more melon than I ate.
My instinct is that Key's won this.
Yes.
Tell me otherwise.
Tim ate 302 grams of watermelon in 1 minute, and Romesh ate 301 grams.
What?
Whoa! The way I measured it was scooping up and weighing what was left in the room compared to what was in the watermelon, so some of that had been in Romesh at one point.
Fine. So you scooped up Romesh's vomit.
So, I mean, it's up to you. There's 1 gram difference, but also there was a bit of dodgy business with Tim. If you just want to have a look at this.
Ah. Oh dear, oh dear.
Son of a...
What did he do?
He ate it after time went off.
Oh, yeah.
How could you possibly, at the end of that task, go, do you know what I fancy?
Gobbled an extra bit of melon, which would mean he was the winner if we count that bit of melon.
Yeah, so I didn't weigh that bit because it was in Tim. If you want to subtract 9 from Tim's, it would put Romesh in the lead. That's up to you, though.
What I find very difficult about it is I'm pretty sure that Tim winked at us as he left. Did he wink at us?
It's very hard to tell. If it was a wink, it was a bad wink. But we can have a look.
If that's a wink, that's such breathtaking arrogance from Key. I'm going to let the audience decide. Give me a cheer if you think that was a wink. Yeah! I'm taking 9 grams off you. The winner is Romesh Ranganathan, ladies and gentlemen. Good work, Romesh.
See, I personally don't think... We're actually going to stop right here. After... We'll let him finish talking, sorry. Yeah, I'll do my thoughts after we finish. Yeah, can't talk.
Closer to the reindeer skull. Alex, how are the scores looking?
Very, very neat. I've put them with frames, and we can see them there. The leader is Tim Key, followed by Romesh, and Roisin and Josh are in last and second last.
We'll pause right there.
So... The one thing I would question if I was Tim Key is like when he completely obliterated that thing, you have juice going everywhere. And I know there was like a plastic inside covering thing, but you can't have honestly scooped up all of that juice.
I know.
So, I mean, a lot of that wasn't eaten. A lot of that's me. Now, that's me being very, very picky about it. I'm just saying.
It's
I still think Tim ate more from what Greg said. He looked like he ate a lot more.
With the way that he scooped up both of them, though, he would have gotten the juice from everything. But technically, Rajesh probably would have eaten more because he threw up some of it, and he weighed what he threw up.
It looked like when Tim was eating it. Not the throw, but when Tim was eating it looked like all the different pieces that were like the bigger pieces were like completely like mostly scooped out.
It did.
Now it doesn't show the entire. Anyways, why was this not the first Taskmaster we ever reacted to? Not that I don't like the other ones, I do, but this was absolutely hilarious. It was the first episode, the first task of the first episode of the first season. That was so funny. That was so hilarious. Just the way that, like, they were just, like, brutal. Ah, bah! It was like they were being hunted down by someone, and they were in a Saw movie and had to try to get down to the key before they died or their loved ones died.
And then you had, what's her name, Roshan?
Oh.
She's like,
oh.
I need a
Not
knife.
this one. No, not this one.
Too small.
But that would, honestly, that would have been me. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, the guys would be brutal about it. I don't think I would have been like, oh, I need a knife, because I'm so methodical that way. These guys are even, I don't know his name, the older guy. I'm so sorry.
He hit the corner.
The corner, that was smart, too. I would like to think I would be that smart at the moment, but I don't think I would. Anyways, we finished this first part. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and she really didn't, but, you know, she's going to, I'm just kidding. She enjoyed it too, as well. Come back tomorrow for our second part of our reaction to this episode. If you like our reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.
Goodbye.